Hi everyone, thank you for following all the videos. So in this video we are going to conclude this series, and so the target of this video is the future directions, the next steps you can do. Okay, so throughout this series we were following these slides, and now we are at the recommended resource stage. Okay, so thank you very much for following. If you have reached this stage, that means you have followed all the previous stuff, and thank you for that. So let's talk about the future directions. Okay, the first thing first, it's a FreeRTOS targeted series. Okay, so FreeRTOS is there. It's for around 32 different architectures, right? And still people are porting it for different architectures. So the work is there. It's been used tremendously by the industry, right? So the best resource for any technical tool is the official documentation. So you will, this is the official side of FreeRTOS. I will put the link in the description. So the best resource for following FreeRTOS and learning more stuff is this resource. You can find books and manuals here. You can find their forums. You can find blogs related to it. You can have follow their own documentation. So this is it, the best resource for technical people. And I would like to mention one thing, that it's always difficult to follow that original documentation. That's not written in very user friendly kind of stuff. Same is the case with this FreeRTOS. Okay, I'm telling you by my experience. So I am recommending some other resources as well, okay, which you can follow, and then I will be recommending you two directions which you can take. Okay, so another okay, so moving towards those two directions first. Okay, you know, Arduinos is always a starting point for everyone. It's always a initial beginners prototype sort of stuff. So and there's one more thing I would like to mention, that you will hardly find an Arduino's chip in the domain, in the field. Okay, it's very rare. Arduino is majorly used for learning and prototyping, but for real world applications, people hardly use that. There are two kinds of chips or solutions that are extensively being used in nowadays scenarios in industry. The first are from Espressive. Okay, Espressive. So Espressive, no, the spellings are wrong. It's Espressive. Espressive. Okay, it's a Chinese company. Usually we see that in the area of embedded systems, the Chinese companies don't provide good support, software support. They are really poor. Like, if I must mention Banana Pi, I have worked on a project where we were using Banana Pi solution, and they hardly support me. Okay, but this is not the case with Espressive. You will find each and everything for them. Okay, so Espressive have two kinds of chips. Okay, they have first of all, they have their own development environment that's called IDF, IoT Development Framework. Okay, uh, and their solution, their IDF framework is based on FreeRTOS. This one additional thing that they have added to FreeRTOS, other things the same, and I'm going to talk about that. So they make two chips majorly. One is called one is called ESP32. Sorry about that. And the other is called ESP8266. Okay, right. So here are the two development boards for them. This is E82661, this is 32. So they have built-in Wi-Fi, they have 32 one has the built-in Bluetooth as well. So you can use them, you can work on them. Okay, so I have a plan to have an entire video series on Espressive development environment. Okay, IDF, that's going to help you very much in getting into industry. Okay, that's very useful, very nice, demanding resource. For them you can use two there are two very cheaply available development boards. They are called Node MCU ES32 and Node MCU 8266. These are the two. This one, the 32 one, is slightly expensive. It's around $5 US dollars, and the other one is it's very cheap. It's around $3. Okay, in Pakistan I got the second one for around 600 rupees, the first one for around 1000 rupees, as I remember. I got them from Hall Road. Okay, they both are available at Amazon and they both are available at AliExpress as well. Okay, for around the price which I told you. Okay, I always recommend getting them from okay, so basically it's open hardware as well, so you will have from different vendors. I personally recommend Lolin, Lolin. They're good. Yeah. Okay, so that's one thing. Okay, one more thing that's I mentioned that there's one thing that's extra in IDF, and that is that this board, this chip, has two extensa cores. So FreeRTOS does not have a support of SMP, symmetric multiprocessing. Um, I will get into the detail of that if I will be making a video on that. Okay, so you can search it, symmetric multiprocessing. So basic idea is that you have multiple cores of same type, same nature, so the operating system schedule different tasks, or I should say processes, on different processors. Okay, so it's capable of making use of different processes, like different processors, and the processors are of same nature. So example is Linux. Okay, so they have put this extra functionality into FreeRTOS. Other things are majorly the same. Okay, they have very good documentation with very good. Here is the link. I will put that into the description as well, and along with very detailed example codes. Okay, so another thing is, as it has a built-in Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, it's extensively being used for IoT applications. Okay, and it's an age of IoT. Moving towards the second type of direction you can take, and that is from STM solutions. STM 32. Okay, so STM Electronics is another vendor which is making chips that's based on ARM architecture, and their M series is very famous in field. Okay, they're very good. They're very famous. They have their own IDE as well, right? And you can use that. That's you will find a video series on STM on this channel as well. So stay tuned and do subscribe. So for that direction, basically this development board is very famous. It's called Kit 1, development kit 1. I do have it at my place, but it's very expensive. It's around I got it for around 3000 rupees, which is around $25 US. Okay. A cheaper way, which I followed when I was in university, I got it when I got in industry for training. But when I was in university, I love exploring embedded boards and new stuff. So I bought this board, and at that time it's cost me around 200 rupees. It's hardly 1.5 US. Okay, it's called Blue Pill. It has STM chip with ARM M3 processor, architecture M3. Very famous for learning, very good for starting, and very cheap. And another thing is, it is Arduino compatible as well. So if you are not interested in getting the FreeRTOS, you can do the programming in Arduino as well. Arduino IDE and Arduino stuff, Arduino structure. If you are interested in making some prototype, even this is going to be a better option than getting an Arduino Nano, because its clock speed is around 4 times more than Arduino's. It has, as I remember, 10-bit ADCs as compared to 8-bit on Arduino's. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it has a better, more perception. Its precision is more accurate than Arduino's one. We use these during making robots at my at university time, because it was faster than Arduino's, right? And again, cheaper. So you can buy this, right? And now moving towards the material, further easy user-friendly material. So I talk about another video series. I will put the link in the description. This person has made Very good contribution. Okay, so his videos are for some STM board. So basically STM Nucleo, as I remember. I followed him around a year ago. But the good thing is that you can learn the concepts from here and you can apply even on Arduinos. Okay, the structure of the code is going to be a bit changed, but you can make use of my codes which I have shared with my videos to tweak them and make use of these functions. Okay, that would work. That should work. I have tested a few of those. So this is a very good resource, a very user-friendly resource. Another good resource which I recommend is this book. Again, sorry I can't share the book with you, but you have to buy it. But I'm showing you the cover. It's a very nice book. It's from Warren Gray. Excuse me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Uh, it's a full-fledged FreeRTOS book, and the case study and board for following this book is again the blue pill. So you can take any of these directions. I personally recommend going for expressive, and you will soon find a video series on that, and in future you may find a video series on STM. That is for it. Thank you very much for joining and following me till this stage. Do subscribe, do share my videos. I would be very thankful to you. Thank you very much.